Hello there. The next video is talking about compliance. Now, what is compliance on the AWS cloud? This shows you badges, a handful of badges under which AWS is certified. It's also certified under many more. These are just some pretty major ones. So anyway, what does compliance mean? There's all these third-party organizations that have outlined the practices that it expects an organization to have in order to be considered secure. There's some things that you can get on the cloud and reasonably assume or have faith that AWS will be securing correctly, because AWS has gotten compliance audited for their security. So you can rest assured at the level where AWS owns the security controls. Now, on the flip side, you as an organization also may have compliance requirements, such as if you're running a contracting firm for the U.S. government or the U.S. military, well, they're going to audit you to make sure that you're not going to be easily hacked by North Korea or China or Germany or Canada or Mexico. They're going to need to see some compliance and certification. So you can go ahead and point to AWS's compliance and say that we use AWS, they're certified. And moreover, we have some additional security controls that are compliant with, for example, Department of Defense. The whole point of AWS compliance is to help you achieve that. So under the shared responsibility, they provide lots of security features and ensure the platform is highly secure and controlled at the physical infrastructure level, at the network infrastructure level, and for some managed services, even on the OS. You configure your IT environment to meet your business and security needs. So where possible, AWS aids their customers to incorporate AWS's controls into their own regulatory framework. AWS will do all that it can and all that it should to give you peace of mind that you are in compliance and to mitigate risk. So they'll provide you with information and resources, although sometimes you may have to sign NDAs for that. AWS also publishes their security and control practices, which is, I think, a service called AWS Artifacts. So they'll also help you document the complete, from top to bottom, control and governance framework, including what AWS handles and what you handle. And they also have kind of pre-built solutions for industry-specific standards, such as the public or medical or financial. The components of AWS compliance are risk management, which has to do with business plan contingencies and systems for identifying and managing systemic risk, as well as security training. So AWS will train its employees in aspects in which AWS is responsible for control. Along with that, AWS regularly scans their own cloud infrastructure and assess their vulnerabilities and report them as well to you. The second component of compliance is the control environment. This is kind of a dry sounding thing, but it's nothing that we haven't talked about before. Third component is information security. These are the aspects of AWS's compliance. Now we talk about the compliance for you as an AWS customer. It is your responsibility to review the trusted information and to document compliance requirements. Then you design and implement control objectives to meet compliance requirements. Then you can identify and document controls owned by outside parties, such as, for example, AWS, while you verify that all control objectives are met and all key controls are designed and operating effectively. That allows you to take into your own hands the aspects in which you will be held responsible, while you simply document the aspects that AWS says it holds responsible. Thereby, it will go completely up the chain of command. That concludes the AWS Security Quick Study. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if there's other AWS questions that you have. I can give a quick study or a more detailed study, as well as other tech-related content. So thank you, and good luck on your Cloud Practitioner exam.